Hey guys, Alex here from Morph Militia. It's the weekend, so down here doing some cleaning, doing some feeding, moving some animals around, doing some breeding different projects, maybe a couple different breeding loans. A couple of guys asked about the paint project and how that's going, some of the banana stuff, banana calico stuff. So hopefully this video shows some of my holdbacks and maybe a few others. Here's the male paint, head paint, however you want to call it, that was produced late last season. You can see it doesn't want to sit still. But you can see some of the patterning here, all this whiteness here from the ringer gene combined with the head paint. Got all these little eyelets. But he's doing well. Of course, the male would grow the fastest, which is good though, because I got a couple females too that hopefully I'm going to pair him with and see what happens when Blackhead meets Super Paint. And let me pull out a female. Here's some of the Blackhead head paints, however you want to call it, females that are being held back over here. Again, well, she's in shed, but again, you can see all this white from the ringer gene. It's same with these floating heads here, these floating alien heads from the paint. But even here, you can see all that patterning, which is really neat, and all this like dotted paint stuff trying to shine through. With the paint gene. I had two females. This one small one, she was real hard to get going, and eventually, sometimes you just get those difficult ones that don't want to eat, but eventually now she's trying to catch up and she's starting to eat like a little hog, so that's good. You know, every once in a while you get these, and you breed so many snakes, and then you get a couple tough ones that kind of have to be assist fed for a little bit until they start get going again. But you can see this paint project is something I can't wait to see. The super blackhead with the super paint on top of it there, or mixed in with it, and see where we really take it. The only next logical step I could think of, she's about to poop. The only other next logical step I'm thinking is do like a super chocolate to paint with the hypo on top of it. That'd be nice. This one's going to poop any minute. Let me put that back. Alright, for all you Paint Sentinels, Nazca, Neo fanatics out there, here's this is a male from my Blackhead to Super Paint pairing. So from Super Paint, he's automatically going to be a paint or head paint. And you can see some of the little differences, especially here along the neck. That's what people usually like to see. And then you start seeing that speckling again, like we saw in the Blackhead. The same with like this white bottom. Again, with all this speckling here for it to be paint. You know, you start getting into this project, and you have all this confusion of codom and hets and all this other stuff. And you start looking at this, and you're like, well, how is this a het, or how is this the visual? I'm not that far into the project to say either one. So as I produce more and as I breed them, you know, I'm just going by what everybody else says, and as they're recessive or well, really recessive, I'm gonna say that they're recessive. But right here, you know, this guy came from the super, and he awfully looks like a paint to me. You know, something definitely funky going on. But then again, you also get some weird funky normals that never prove anything out either. But I have two of these males. I don't know what I'm doing with them. If you guys are interested in him or something else, or especially just these two guys, let me know, and we'll definitely work something out, because I have more than enough. Here's a banana calico. This is on my page. I post a few photos here and there of this guy. Banana and calico is just something that just a match made in heaven. It's just perfect with all this white, and then the speckling coming through, and then these grays, bluish tint that comes through. These guys just shine, and he just shed, so he just looks immaculate right now in perfect form of banana and calico together. I can't say enough good things. I'm not really a banana fan either, and he's actually the only banana I have in my collection. A couple other partners work real heavily with banana, but not really a big banana fan. But once I seen this guy come through, I said, oh, you know what, let me hold on to that one. Blackhead Lesser Harlequin. My Lesser Harlequin throws some real funky stuff, and most of this clutch is like this. This male here, he's something special, especially with the ringer gene here. You can start seeing all this chain linking coming together, and just how the pattern fades away from the belly. It kind of, I love how the Blackhead gene reacts with certain genes, especially the Lesser, even Mojave. It's much like the Mojave GHI, where you know, you get this one-off animal, this black animal, but the Blackhead is something I fell in love with, and this guy is just, doesn't want to sit still now, but he's just epic. Blackhead is one of my favorite genes to mess with. Here's another little holdback of mine, of ours really. This is pastel Calico Female. Again, Calico goes so well with such a lot of the things, especially once you start hitting it real well on the pastel side. This female is actually for sale if you guys are interested in her. I'm not really asking for too much with her either, so feel free to email me, and we could work something out with her. But just all this fading, I held her back. I was going to hold her back for myself. All this fading that's going on, all this weird creepiness coming, kind of creeping up from the bottom. So it really made me attracted to her. She's a solid calico. You can't get, sometimes you don't see the calico pattern. A lot of people have pastel calicos and they're like, oh, well, it's low visual. Or, man, I don't want low visual. I want to see the dang thing. So this girl, there's no doubt about it. It's just normal blackhead, but with the ghost on top of it, hypo. This guy has this silver sheen against him. He also has the ringer gene. You can see it with all these little whites starting to creep up on the sides here. Blackhead ghost, super blackhead ghost is just epic. You start mixing these in again with Mojave Ghost or Lesser Ghost or any combination of ghosts, especially with this male, you're going to hit some weird funky stuff. This guy never wants to sit still. He's also for sale if you guys are interested in getting into the Blackhead project, especially Blackhead Ghost. I have plenty of Blackhead Ghost stuff, and if you guys are interested in any way, feel free to email, and we will definitely work something out with him. I'd be happy to see the projects that he gets involved in. A while back, we had a video of some clown eggs, and we only had 2 eggs. The rest were slugs, and the other one was severely deformed and mutated. And there was only 1 surviving egg. So we're talking about double heads to only hit 1 clown out of 2 eggs is actually is pretty good. You don't see better odds than that. And this little girl she was real tough to get going. She was real small coming out the egg, but now she's starting to hit on all cylinders and starting to put on some weight for me. She's possible het hypo, so she's probably going to be sticking around over here. So hopefully I could prove her out in some way. But that head pattern, clown is just something that everybody envies. So if you get into the clown project, any type of clown thing, you're going to be happy with the result. Alright guys, those were just a few quick things that I got going on over here. Make a quick video so at least get the ball moving on that again. I'd like to get some pairings going to show you guys that, but if you have any other questions about what I'm working with or how to do something or where to go with a certain project or any question that has to deal with reptiles in general, feel free to email or find me on Facebook or Instagram.